Article 10 of the Constitution of Pakistan contains 9 clauses. There are 2 subclauses for the clause 4. The article is the main source of authority and law in the matters of arrest and detention. It defines a code of conduct as of how any arrest and detention shall take place, what are the rights that shall be granted to the detainee, how much leverage shall be given to the detainee and arresting authorities, what are the rights and duties of both detainees and security forces. The first clause mainly defines that anyone arrested or detained must be provided with the reason with the least possible delay. There is no time assigned for the reason to be communicated, which might give advantage in the cases of extrajudicial arrest. The article also states that every arrested individual and detainee has the right to consult his or her lawyer as per his or her choice. The second clause focuses upon the fact that any person who is arrested should be presented in the nearest magistrate's court within the 24 hours of the arrest. No person shall be detained more than the authorized time without the consent of the concerned magistrate. It, it is to be noted that the detention time excludes the time utilized for travel between the place of arrest and magistrate court. The third clause basically nullifies the working of the first and second clauses if the subject is detained and arrested under the provision of preventive detention. The fourth clause of this article is an authority over the matters of preventive detention. The article provides that anyone who may go against the state of Pakistan, its security affairs, and may want to disrupt the public order can be detained as per the constitution, but no more than the period of 3 months. No other reason for preventive detention can be given. It also states that the only a review board can extend the detention time only after the detainee has been heard. The board has to decide before the expiration of time of the 3 month period. The subclauses of this article mainly deal with the appointment of the members in the review board. In case if federal law is involved, then Chief Justice of Supreme Court of Pakistan shall appoint former or present judges from either the Supreme Court or the High Court, with one of them being the chairman of the board. If the concerned matter falls under the ambit of the provincial law, then Chief Justice of the High Court shall appoint former or present judges in the review board, with one of them being appointed as a chairman. The decision of the board shall base on the majoritarian decision making system. The fifth clause talks about how a detainee should be given the right of representation if he or she goes against any order that, as a result, may qualify him or her to be detained under the Preventive Detention Code. However, the representation should only be allowed when the order was not disclosed in public due to the security and safety reasons. The sixth clause basically bounds the authority to provide all the documents to the review board regards the concerned and executed preventive detention. This can only be avoided in case if a certificate can be issued from the authority with signatures of the concerned secretary of the government stating that documents should not be provided in the benefit of public interest. The seventh clause basically limits the tenure of the detention. It states that in the period of 2 years, starting from the date of the first detention, no one shall be detained for an aggregate period of more than 8 months and 12 months in any other case. However, this shall not apply to any individual working and acting against the national security and safety of Pakistan. The eighth article directs the review board to assign the place of detention, whereas also appoint a subsistence allowance for the sustenance of the person's offspring and family members. The ninth clause basically provides for the non application of this article if the concerned individual is declared an enemy alien, which in international law is deemed as any native citizen or subject of any foreign nation or government with which a domestic nation or government is in conflict and who is liable to be apprehended, restrained, secured, and removed. I hope you have liked the commentary. Looking forward towards your feedback. Please do like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon. Thank you.